Hey, what's up everybody? Frank Valkyria. Welcome to my channel. Today we're doing something, let's say more modern for my Brazilian audience. You guys told me let's review something that it's, what is this, like #1 on trending in Brazil now on Brazilian page of YouTube? Alright, let's check it out. Yesterday was, I think, on the American page, I think was Billie Eilish, if I'm not mistaken. We did that reaction, we did that video. And now we are here. Anitta, girl from Rio. Fine. Let's go. And also, before we go, please guys, subscribe if you want. I see a lot of people are not subscribed that watch the videos. You can always unsubscribe later if you want, but subscribing helps the channel so we keep growing. I would really appreciate that. Let's go. Let's go. Boom. Shkada boom. You guys know me for so long. You're not teaching me 3-4 words of Brazilian that I can speak. What do I have to do with you guys, huh? What do I have to do with you guys? Okay, first thing first, I like the 356 Porsche, okay? Even though it's only a 4-cylinder, basically a Beetle engine, still nice. And also, if you remember, Beverly Hills 904 in Scabba Drown in the 90s. That's the car of Dylan. Was it Dylan? Yeah, then I was a teenager then. What do you want? And also, Girl from Ipanema. Is playing underneath. Huh? Very lovely 50s vibe.
Hot girls where I'm from, we don't look like models. 10 lines, big curves, and the energy glows. You'll be falling in love with the girl from Rio.
Oh wow, that's really English. Wow, okay, alright. Where's the record label? I saw a sign, I think it was Warner Bros. Most likely the video gets blocked. So guys, Warner Bros. Usually blocks every video in Europe. So at least here, so most likely I have to blur this. I already know. Maybe I just keep the thing underneath.
Let me tell you about a different
Okay.
Rio. The one I'm from, but not the one that you know. The one you meet when you don't have no hair.
What?
Baby, it's my love affair. It's my love affair.
Very explicit.
Just found out I have another brother. Same daddy, but a different mother. There's just something that I always wanted. Baby, it's a love affair. It's a love affair. Oh, oh. I got it, I got it, I got it, I got it. It runs in my blood. Oh, I love it, I love it, I love it, I love it. You already know. Oh, I did my dozen. I'm looking, I'm looking, I'm looking. You know.
A lot of beautiful people. A lot of beautiful people. Not all of them, but I mean, you know, there's a lot of display of vanity and six packs and booties. Fine, all good. We're not complaining here. It's all good. I wanted to say, dynamic-wise, those songs are so similar to each other. You know, there is if you listen to this, of course, it's the same. Probably it's the same record label or same producers, whatever. And you hear Ariana Grande. You hear all the kind of also pop, American pop, and also the dynamic. You know, you got always this more soft kind of beginning with the melody, and then you gotta go get out of it with usually this kind of always snappy lyric. Always like trying to go into this kind of dynamic. You can check out the song, you will find similar dynamics.
Oh, it's my love affair. Hot girls where I'm from, we don't look like models. 10 lines, big curves, and the energy glows. You'll be falling in love
Oh,
with the
man.
girl from Rio.
I love the combination, the fair combination of you know, like more fit people, not really fit people, but still everybody kind of like embracing themselves, you know, not being shy about showing the oversize. Fine by me. I'm just saying, like, I like this sort of fairness, but also there is a little bit of probably comedy in it because I do have a sense a little bit, also thanks to you guys, where especially cities on the beach like Rio de Janeiro, there is a culture of bikini. There is a culture of maybe voyeurism, you know, people looking at people, people showing off. I'm sure that in the 80s or 90s there were also a lot of fashion, like a little bit like Baywatch, with guys wearing two tiny speedos or something, you know. So there's definitely that component of enhanced vanity about the body, about how you look. So I see the comedy in Near, you know, a little bit, like the hint of comedy, of also the argument on the beach.
Hot girls where I'm from, we don't look like models. Thin lines, big curves, and the energy
Oh my
glows.
god.
You be
I'm
falling
laughing
in love
because I'm a simple man, okay? I'm not hiding it.
with From Rio. All night you goes out forever. Babies having babies like it doesn't matter. Yeah, the streets have raised me on favela.
Alright.
Baby, it's my love affair, it's my love affair, yeah. I just had to leave another lover. Guess he couldn't handle my persona.
He couldn't handle my persona. Wow. Writers. Huh? He waited all his life, or she waited all his life. Whoever wrote the lyrics. Huh? Couldn't handle my persona. Persona translates exactly the same in Italian as a person. Persona. In this case, in English, I think it's used more as, like, of course, personality. But it's not actually not really used in that way. I think, if I'm not mistaken, persona, it's more like to identify, I don't know, like somebody, or like in a more technical term. I don't think it's used very colloquial. But sounds fun, you know. Sounds more Latin, you know. Italian rooted, Latin rooted, makes it feel cooler, like my persona, me and my persona, we walk in together. My persona. That's what I tell my imaginary battler, which hasn't been here for over a year.
It's my love affair, yeah. Oh, I got it, it runs in my blood, oh. I love it, you already know. I take my dozen, I'm looking, you know. It's my love affair, yeah.
Are we gonna get copyright claimed by, like, the girl from Ipanema and also this song? Obviously, she needed to have the rights to use the sample, but sometimes when you use only a sample, you can get away with it as a new work of, you know, a new piece of music. So, most likely, anyway, everything is owned by Warner Brothers, Warner Music, anyhow. So, I mean, yeah. They shuffle around what they have to make spitching. Yes. I mean, so far so good. The song is pretty commercial. It's very light-hearted, gearing up for the summer. Most likely, I don't know, in Brazil, certain areas are going towards winter, right? But it's always warm in Rio. I don't know. Like, correct me if I'm wrong. I don't think in Rio snows in August or something. But it could. I don't know. Let me think. Do I know exact height? Ascarabaduri. It must be very close to the equator. So, what's it? Subtropical? Actually, don't know. And I traveled by ship, huh? I crossed all those lines. I don't remember. I just don't remember. I'm dumb. So anyway, commercial, very catchy, preparing probably for the Northern Hemisphere summer, and that's henceforth English lyrics from a Brazilian artist, which is probably trying to breach in the American market, maybe European market. Sounds exactly like how you imagine Ariana Grande to sound a little bit, you know?
They don't look like models. Thin lines, big curves, and the energy glows. You'll be falling in love with the girl from Rio. Hot girls where I'm from,
Oh
we
my
don't
God.
look like models. Thin lines, big curves, and the energy glows. You'll be falling in love with the girl from Rio.
I mean, you either you go nuts in Rio as a guy, you know, you just go nuts, or you become like a Zen monk, you know, like you just become a Zen monk when you are on the beach. I've mastered the capacity to be here and now without any type of influence from the outside world. I can handle myself and my urges, all of them, all my hormones, they were not frightening me anymore. I have full control of me. That's who I am. That's who I became. Those curves, those mountains, those beautiful shiny surfaces, they're not a threat to my inner peace. No long. Not anymore. That's what I wanted to say. Or you just go nuts. Huh? Going blind. There. That's what they used to say. All right.
Hot girls where I'm from, we don't look like models. 10 lines, big curves, and the energy glows. You'll be falling in love with the girl from Rio.
All right. Okay. So far, so good. We stop right here. Also, like I said, Ariana Grande less the voice, of course, at least in this song. You know, she's barely using a range. I think very soft. Sometimes very almost whispered. You know, with this that kind of nice hazy quality. I think they use more of this voice also because bigger name like Billie Eilish. You know, like we reviewed yesterday. They do this as well with the voice, so there is a little bit this tendency. And again, the sounds you recognize is also because they're trying to do exactly that, you know, to refine the format and sell that kind of sound that right now is familiar to people in order to make sure that perhaps this song has really a bigger chance, not only Brazil, of course, which is already a huge market, internal market, but if this breaches out, of course, there is you know, a bigger chance. And I guess also why the reason of using the girl from Ipanema, which is probably the more known song outside of Brazil, you know, that people associate with bossa nova. Of course, they associate also with Frank Sinatra that he sang it in English together with Jobim. So there is also those components, and I like to look at it from that perspective of music industry as well, from my little understanding, of course, because it also teaches me, you know, it all teaches us how they move those guys. So in the music industry, very nice. I mean, straightforward song. I wouldn't give it more than a 6, honestly, but you know, it's a feel-good song and has hints of cultural things that perhaps people within understand better than other, but at the same time I think also offers some stereotype, you know, to the outside world that people already associate with Brazil and Rio de Janeiro on the beach and so on and so forth. So in that way, maybe also predictable, maybe also stereotypical, but very enjoyable. This is a feel-good, you know, not too much thought kind of song, and definitely you'll give it a re-listen. Me as well, actually. Very nice. And I guess also the reason probably is because there is that beautiful bossa nova sample underneath that it's so lovely. Huh? So lovely. Smart move. Anyway, guys, let me know what you think about this. If I missed something, we're going to do more reaction. Go check it out around the channel for artists from other places. Please subscribe. It really helps the channel grow. It's a great way to support this page and this down. Love you all. Not very close, but you know, extended love, like unconditional, 360-degree, without. Otherwise, it would be weird. It would be very weird.